The rhodiots are starting to bloom again. If I can hold it steady enough. Look at that. Pinkage is coming through. Very lovely. Hey, it's May 1st up here at Morningwood again. Another beautiful day. It's supposed to be like 77, which is pretty hot for me. And so I'm going to take a break from stick burn today and do some, kind of have an admin day. And maybe work a little bit up on the hill, improving the view up there a little bit. What I got going this morning though is I'm cleaning out the shed. So what I had was my fridge over on the left side, and then but my power cord comes in down here on the bottom, and I was always walking the power cord. So what I'm doing is moving everything electrical to the right side of the shed, which means taking that shelf unit out and then moving that over. And then the other thing is I got this new water dispenser, which is also has a cooling and a heating element in it. So I'm going to be putting that against the wall with the refrigerator. Next week when I come up, I'm going to bring some shelves up, and I'm going to put the fridge and the cooler on some shelves, because it would just be so much easier to reach into that thing if it was about 2 feet off the ground rather than bending over, because I'm fat. So I said it. What I'm going to do is get a big unit like this. It's got a deep shelf, so that the also the thing is really beefy, that white one, for holding stuff. So it'll take the weight of this refrigerator and that water unit, and I won't have to worry about things. Since I'm going to be spending more time up here this summer, hopefully, than last summer, I did get this drinking water safe hose. It's pretty cool. It's a Max Flex by Scott's, and it has a vinyl liner in it that's lead free, so I can go ahead and drink right out of that hose, fill my water cooler up with it. If I get my camp up here, then I could just screw that right in. But the thing that I like about it is it's not supposed to kink up. We'll see. I just tried it out for the first day here. But it's much heavier duty. I mean, it's a really thick hose than the stuff you get, that white RV hose that you can drink out of. So this should be much better for me. Okay, this is the ProWatt SW1000. It's a true sine wave inverter, which is a step up from the pure sine wave inverters. Give you the best performance on electronics. There's a couple things I have that aren't working as good as I'd like them to, so hopefully that'll fix that. The other thing is, right now I'm working with a 500 watt modified sine wave, and I'm going to start using a little bit more power up here, and I'm going to have more sun, so this is going to give me just a little bit more flexibility than I had before. I'm not going to install that in this video. That's probably going to be a Tuesday project, because I couldn't find the power cables I wanted to do it properly. So that'll probably. Alright, I got the fridge and the water cooler on the right side of the shed, which is actually good for another reason, because now the refrigerator is not in the path of the sun. But this is going to be a huge training curve for me, because my bottle opener is over here now, and my bottle opener used to be here, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get used to finding it over here. I hope it is not going to, cause a huge problem. I don't know why I have a liquid plumber box. Well, I know why, because we had it at the house. I just needed a box, and now I got it. So, but I don't know. I tried to do this without shaking too bad, but I turned on the water heater on that dispenser, so my 100 watt panel's pulling almost 5 amps, and it's hard to see. But the Amorphous, it's 14.9 amps. So, yeah, I'm really pulling some juice here right now. So it's 71 degrees outside, and the solar panels are kicking ass. The bad news is my inverter in the Apocalypse box got a little hot and shut down, and so I had to turn it off. I'm letting it cool down until I turn it back on. But the panels are kicking ass right now. It's only May 1st, and it's 71 degrees outside. It's really hot. So one of the things I'm going to have to think about is where I'm going to be, which trees I cut down, because I'm going to want shade. So it's going to kind of work out that up here I'm going to leave, I'm trying to point these trees over here up, and then I'm just going to trim to that side. Well, you can't, I'm aiming poorly, sorry. But yeah, basically that's going to be the deal. So I can sit up there and watch the bay in the shade, and not get so hot in June, July, August, September, when it's like the ideal months to be here. What is going on with my hair? Holy shit. Anyhow, stuff happens. You're in the woods, right? I was pretty ecstatic when I finally cut the trees down that gave me this sliver of a view. And but now I have to say, as nice as that is, the difference between there and going right up here, so the difference is pretty dramatic. It's just absolutely wonderful right now. The heat is intensifying the pine smell, so the pine is just like blasting away, but then also the land's heating up because it's like 70 degrees out right now, and the wind is blowing right off the water, so I'm getting a pine tree saltwater combo that is just amazing. Anyhow, pretty nice. So another big advantage of a gas grill is I can light just one burner assembly and do some indirect cooking. Basically use this as an outdoor oven. I'm going to make a pizza on here. I can get it out of the package. And there we go. Okay, now it smells like pine, sea air, and pepperoni. It's amazing. So if you're going to make the pizza on your grill like this, you're probably going to want to put some foil under here because I lost a lot of cheese down there that I'm going to have to clean up. So that's just something to think about. But this is looking pretty tasty. So it's May 17th. I'm back up at the lot. Beautiful day up here. Just had a real neat bit of excitement. So in the road that you see directly behind me, a herd of about 20 elk just went by. I was in the shed changing the shelving around, and I could hear clop, 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 and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I go out to look, and I'm like, ooh. And then they're all looking at me, and I'm looking at them, but my camera was in the car, so I was afraid to walk over and get it, because then I figured that would startle them. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if the trail cam's getting them. So we'll find out. Alright, I got a thing of shelving put in here. It's really nice. One of the shelves was broken, but it turns out not to be a big deal because I only needed 4 of the 5 shelves because I wasn't going to go any higher than this anyways. I just left these tubes in here so I wouldn't lose track of them because I would do that. Anyhow, pretty cool. I got my water cooler hooked in here. What I'm going to do next is the shed actually came with these brackets right here, and they're for hanging pegboard. So I brought a sheet of pegboard with me, and I'm going to hang it up. Alright, this week pegboard, next week pegs with pegboard.